I mean, you're a tremendous saxophonist,
Oh, thank
and
you.
you're a multi instrumentalist. You play flute, and on Instagram, most of the stuff that I've seen on your Instagram has actually been your flute playing. You have this, what is it, Flute Thursdays or Thursday?
Yeah, yeah. I started that a few years ago. Up until about 3 years ago, I just avoided social media altogether.
Mm.
And a friend of mine who used to work with me, just a trumpet player named Dante Winslow, who lives out on the East Coast. He's originally from Baltimore, but he called me up one day and he said, "Man, you have to get on Instagram. You just have to do that."
Yeah.
So I did. It took me about 3 days to figure out how to post something, and then finally I got something on there.
Yeah, the social media thing, I'm kind of, it seems like we're stuck with that.
Yeah,
It's not really the way that I would like to communicate with folks, but it's the way that young folks are communicating, and so it kind of puts us in a situation where if you're not putting content out fairly regularly,
yeah.
and I would actually advocate for at least weekly, if not daily. I mean, it's and it's like another job. It's like, come on, man.
Well, what I do is I practice, and I turn the recorder on, and then I'll cut a clip from something that I've been practicing.
Right.
And that way,
Yeah,
it's easy. It's useful instead of me just going to my recorder and my flute to record something, especially for Instagram. I just do it as part of the process.
Yeah, I that's what I started doing. I do these things as hot licks.
Yeah, yeah, I
And
enjoy those.
thank you, man. That means a lot. Um, you know, and okay, so and I'm not really a lick player. That's
Yeah,
not the way that I, that I improvise. I'm not like, okay, let me take this, 2-5-1 or this pattern. Let me play that lick. I know where I've got an F7 coming up here. I know I
yeah,
can play that there. Of course, I teach that way. An aspect of my teaching is that way.
yeah,
I'm trying to get them to transcend that. Okay, now if this is a step along the process of you learning how to have more liberty with what's happening in more sort of a stream of consciousness and less of sort of like, I know I can play this here. This is my, this is my, this is the good stuff I've been shedding. Hey, I got to make sure that I can play that.
yeah, yeah,
Because, um, but I started doing those lines. You see other guys doing, not maybe not exactly the same thing, but kind of similar thing. You see guys that they'll play a line, they play it up to speed, then they'll play it at the slow tempo, then at the
yeah,
medium tempo, and then the fast tempo, so you can see their hands and stuff, especially like guitar players and things. And yeah, so I did that, and I did it for a year, and since and I completed that actually December. It would have been December 2020 because I started in December 2019.
okay,
So before the pandemic started, and then and I did it each day, and I don't know, you get to about 50, I don't know, somewhere between 50 days in a row or 75 days, and then it's like, okay, I need to have more of a system now.
yeah,
So then I started coming downstairs at the same time. I have this routine. My son is 8. So I would, get my son ready for bed. Okay, I give him dinner. Then I come downstairs and I figured it out. I could, reliably could come up with something in a, I don't know, 15 to 20 minute period. Usually something would occur to me right away. But
yeah,
sometimes you get a little bit stuck, and I'd be like, I want to make sure I'm not repeating myself, you know, and all of that. So, um, but yeah, it's an interesting kind of thing, and then it turned into a book. So now it's, I had somebody transcribe all the lines and
Oh,
then
really?
write them
Wow.
out in all keys. And yeah, it's a lot of pages. It's a PDF. Um, and that wasn't my goal in the beginning. My goal in the beginning was just like, okay, I want to maybe show some versatility. Like, I'll play these on different instruments. Maybe I want
Yeah.
to keep myself being creative, even if it's just a short thing. I was trying to do that kind of thing.